Hola amigos, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emma Bennet and I write contemporary romance and the occasional children's picture book. I've been sitting here for over 5 minutes now waiting for my dog Hector to stop just pacing around the table here. I think he's bored is what I think it is, but he's about to get a lot more bored because I have hours of rubbish ahead of me where he's not going to be entertained at all. So you can probably hear his little paws clicking on the floorboards. Many apologies. I've tried to get him to settle down. I'm not sure what's up. He's just wandering lonely as a cloud as far as I can see. Anyway, so today is going to be the first part in a series which I'm going to do. I'm hoping to do one of these vlog videos every month, and it's like getting all the author stuff done day. Basically, there are loads and loads of little jobs that they're kind of little jobs that aren't really important, as in they don't have to be done right now, but it is handy to get them done. So I thought I'm going to spend the afternoon doing that. So this morning I got kind of the house stuff done. I took the dogs for a walk. It is the most horrifically awful grey rainy day here, so I'm really glad that I don't have to go out again today. So now I'm just going to settle down. I'm going to make myself my list of all the things that I'm hoping to do, and then I'm going to settle down into it, and I'm hoping that you guys will join me. So first things first, we need to make the lists of what we want to do. I have kind of been writing down a few things as I've thought of them, but there are a couple more that I've thought of now. So the main two things that I actually want to set up today are to set up a link tree. So that's where there's this site that you can go to, and basically you link all of your social media there, and then they give you one link that you can put into your social media bios and stuff, and then people click on it and it kind of opens up and tells them all the links that you have. So it's just a lot neater and it fits a lot better into the bios. Can you hear? Paris has just decided to go crazy on the rug down on the floor here. Sorry about that. I think this is going to be a vlog of dogs making noise in the background. I do apologise. The other one that I want to do is something that my sister suggested to me. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. I know some creators do this. Basically, I just set up an account, and there's a link that I will add onto the link tree, and if anybody wants to, they can kind of donate a few pounds via the link. The idea is that you buy me a coffee as a thank you for the content that I create, or to encourage me to keep writing or doing live streams or whatever. Obviously nobody is obliged to buy me a coffee. I just thought that it would be a lovely option if anybody did want to. So yeah, that is definitely something. The other big thing that I want to get done today, or at least start today, is updating my website. So I've got 4 books out at the moment with my new publisher, and the 5th one is out on the 17th of this month. And so I asked my publishers to send me a certain size of the cover images for each of them, so that I can update my website with the new books. That's not something that I can do by myself because I'm absolutely rubbish at things like that. So my husband said that he would do that, but that won't be till much later this evening after we've had supper. So I won't be vlogging that bit. But we've also got a few, I think there were some things that have been flagged on my website that we need to tidy up. And there's a couple of things I want to change in the biography and things. So that's what we're going to be doing this evening. So I don't need to worry about that now, but I'm sure I can think of plenty of other things to keep me busy. It is nippy here today. I just went and made myself a cup of tea, and I'd actually forgotten that I was wanting to show you a couple of books. So my favourite book, I think, of 2022 was The Hating Game by Sally Thorne, and I also enjoyed the movie, which I'm wanting to say is on Amazon Prime. But I have just read her other book. Actually, I think she's got one more as well as this. This is Second First Impressions. I kind of sat on it on my bed, that's why it's like that. So this was a Christmas present. I didn't love it as much as The Hating Game, but I definitely really enjoyed it, and I properly got into it at the end. I didn't finish reading it until about 1:15 in the morning last night, and my poor husband tried to speak to me at like 1 o'clock and just got shut down. I was like, I'm on the final few scenes, I can't be talking to you right now. So that is a recommendation if you like kind of romantic comedy type things. Really good redemption of the hero. Like you really think, really, like I don't think he's any good, but turns out he is. Then the other one I was wanting to show you, just chuck that around, didn't I? I'm such a pro. Is this one. I also got this for Christmas from one of my boys, Rapid Release by Jewel Allen. So I'm going to start that this evening. I'm looking forward to that. My publishers have been releasing my books pretty quickly. I will have had 5 books out with them in, I'm wanting to say, it's less than 3 months, I think, with the publication dates. But this is also like writing quickly, and I think there should be quite a lot of useful information in here. So I will let you know what I think when I finish that. Yeah, so I also just need to film a couple of shorts that I'll also use as TikToks and Instagram things. They're just simple ones. They're just of my changing book covers, just to draw attention to that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now, and then I will get to doing things on my computer. Right, so those 2 little shorts, TikTok-y type things have been filmed. That's done, and I also took a picture of my kind of background here and where I work. I've been asked to write a blog post by another author. What's her name? I've forgotten what her name is. Let me see. Wendy Howell. She's a member of the Romantic Novelists Association, and I'm going to be doing a blog post for her, and it's about, I think it's called My Writing Cave. Now, I don't have a writing cave. I don't have an office or anything like that. I just work in our dining room, and I kind of work around it. Sometimes there's kids doing their work around me. Part of me would love to have like a little office and tuck myself away, but I'm also incredibly nosy, and I do like to be like downstairs in the middle of things so that I don't miss anything, and also so that if anybody needs me for anything, I can help, or like something terribly important, like if the washing needs changing over, it's quick for me to go and do it. Also close to the kettle, very important. So yeah, I needed a picture to go with that, and then I'm going to be writing that in a minute. So I'll do the Linktree thing, and I will do the buy me a coffee thing, and then I'm going to get on to that blog post and get that off. So that should be good. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do after that. I'll have to check my list. So yeah, I'll catch up with you in a little while. Okay, so that's the blog post done and sent off, and the coffee thing, buy me a coffee, that was really easy. That only took a minute or 2. The Linktree was a bit trickier because of having to get all the different links and stuff sorted for it, but it wasn't too bad at all. And I've updated a few of my social medias. I've got an issue with logging into the TikTok app at the moment, so I need to look at that later. That should probably be on my list of things to do, actually. Yeah, so when I sent off the blog post, which was the main thing that was important for me to get done, I also sent the details of my book that's coming out on the 17th, and I realised that I haven't shared the cover of that yet, but I am able to now, so here we go. Isn't it gorgeous and spring-like? I think my publishers have done an absolutely brilliant job on that. Yeah, so it's out on the 17th of January, as I said. It's a contemporary romance. It's the story of, oh, do you know what, actually, I could read you on, I've actually got it up here on Amazon, so I could do the link, and I can read you like the little blurby thing. So it says, a brand new feel-good romance by Emma Bennet to sweep you off your feet. Polly Pressman just got fired from her hectic 9-to-5 job in London. She's pulling pints in a dingy pub to pay the rent when she gets a phone call that changes everything. Her mum begs her to help an old family friend John with his struggling farm down in Kent. Polly's business skills might be just the thing to turn the place around. Polly arrives at Nightingale Farm trying to make a good impression in her best pair of heels when she hears a furious shout. A very angry but not entirely unattractive man strides forcefully towards her, demanding to know why she has left the gate open. John's gruff but hunky son Mark thinks Polly clearly has no business being on a farm. She's a city girl. What could she possibly know about mucking out animals? But Polly comes up with some great ideas to get the farm back on its feet. Then one night, after too much of John's homemade cider, Polly and Mark find themselves alone and unable to deny their attraction. The next morning, Polly is embarrassed to realise she has no idea how Mark really feels. Was it just the cider talking? Then she discovers a shocking secret. If she speaks up, she risks ruining everything with Mark, but keeping quiet would mean John could lose everything. Dun, dun, dun. Polly must own up to the truth and her feelings if she has any chance of making things right and finding true happiness at Nightingale Farm. Yeah. So I've really enjoyed writing Nightingale Farm. It was great fun, especially kind of learning about lambing and stuff, which I didn't really know that much about. But luckily I have quite a few friends living in rural Wales who do know about that kind of thing. So yeah, that is really exciting and really close. So I really need to get the website updated. That is absolute priority for this evening that I get that done. So yeah, I've never really been one for kind of new year, new you and loads of resolutions and things. But what I do love about this time of year is just it kind of feels like a bit of a fresh start, and you can look at things and maybe try to improve them. Yeah, not change everything, but maybe try to improve them a little bit. And especially on like a really dark, bleak, rainy afternoon like this, it's nice to be like just going over things that I need to do and tidying up things and yeah, doing a few little tweaking of stuff to get it working better. It feels like a very New Year's-y kind of thing to do. Yeah, of course, what I'm not really doing today is very much writing. I did, actually, having said that, I did do just about an hour's of writing this morning. I'm working on draft 2 of Centre Stage. That's just a working title. I'm not sure if I'll stick with that. And that's the book that I wrote the first draft of during NaNoWriMo last year. I'm sorry about the dogs moving around again. They are really restless today. I think it's probably because they didn't have the most fantastic walk, because it was absolutely pouring down and we got completely soaked. But yeah, so I have done a little bit of writing, but that is definitely not going to be my priority for the rest of the day. So like I say, this evening it's doing the website. So that's putting up the new pictures of the new editions of the books, and in the case of Falling in Love at Nightingale Farm, it's making like a complete page for that book. I was also thinking of adding a page onto my author website for my beta reading and other Fiverr gigs. I do developmental editing, I do short bits of proofreading. What is it, Hector? What is it? You guys are being so demanding today. Yeah, you're just wiggling around and being demanding. You're British, you're supposed to be reserved and polite, not knocking over things when I'm filming. Every time. Anyway, never mind. What was I saying? I was saying about the website, yeah. So I think there's some little bits of wording that I need to change as well. So hopefully it won't take too long unless something goes wrong, which inevitably it will. The other thing that I want to do today is a completely random one, but I want to clear my emails. So my email account is really weird and annoying. Sometimes it highlights the email underneath like what you're looking at randomly, and then if you go to delete the email that you're reading, it deletes the one underneath. So I have lost a couple of important emails that way. So what I do, I just put them in, all of them go into the trash, and then I go through individually before properly deleting them, so that I make sure that I don't lose anything again. But I haven't done that for a while, so I've got about 1,000 emails or something that I need to go through. So it won't take long, but it's one of those annoying little jobs that I don't really want to do, frankly, but I will. So yeah, I will get that done now. Yeah, and then it's going to be nearly time actually for me to cook supper. If I just do, yeah, I've got like another half an hour, and then I need to cook supper, and then I will need to say goodbye to you. Because yeah, I'm not filming doing the website later, because yeah, I'll probably be in my pajamas doing it. So yeah, let me get on here, and I will speak to you again in a bit. Okay, I'm back again. Yeah, so I think I'm done for this section of the day. At least I got rid of all those emails. It freed up a load of space actually, what was brilliant. The other thing that I did was I did a little bit of customization of my YouTube channel. I've been meaning to do that for a little while. I was watching a video, and I think it was vidIQ, who, if you don't know their channel, but if you have a YouTube channel, some of their videos are really, really handy. Anyway, the video was all about how important your channel page is, and how many of the words can be seen on like a mobile device for your like about me section, and also about how important it is to like have a clear header and clear pictures, and for it to be like absolutely clear what your channel is about, what the role of your channel is. So I think mine was pretty good. I was happy with the actual image, but my social media links needed a little bit of tidying up, and also what I'd written about me it just wasn't very good, because most of it was that could be seen if you just go to the channel page was literally like, oh, hello, thanks for coming to my channel, which is fine, but it's not actually telling anybody what the channel is about. So I got rid of the beginning bit, like the little introduction. So I changed it so that it now says, my channel aims to support writers in their writing journey with plenty of encouragement, as well as tips and tricks to make the whole creative process as pain-free as possible. So I thought that was nice and clear what my channel aim is, and hopefully, yeah, that will help people to find it if that's the kind of thing that they are looking for. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you've enjoyed following me around as my dogs have driven me insane, and I have attempted to get a few jobs done. I think this will be a really fun little vlog to be doing once a month. So yeah, we'll see if you guys like it, and if you do, I would do another one of these in February. Please take the time to like this video if you haven't already, and consider subscribing if you haven't. I would absolutely love to have you in my little community here, and I will catch you in the next one. Honestly, I have no idea what the next video is going to be about, but I'm sure it will be fantastic, and I'm sure that Hector and Paris will be making some noise in the background as usual. I'll catch you in the next one.